guys, welcome to today's episode of Spice and Nice.
I am Amanda Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. Today we are going to talk about a Singapore dream. You know, America, they have the American dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Singapore, we also have a Singapore dream. I don't know whether it's the same for you guys, but when
I don't know
was...
Singapore dream. Today is the first time I learned this. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, she was shocked when I told her about Singapore dream. So basically, a lot of Singaporeans, right, especially when you're younger or maybe my generation, I don't know whether currently it's the same. It's our dream that we should migrate overseas to Australia, to the States, to somewhere else. So that is a Singapore dream that one day we can migrate and retire in some Angmo country, Western country.
But why?
To be frank,
because people fighting to live in Singapore.
I know.
I'm not sure why.
I think maybe it's the pace of life here. Everything's, the usual complaints, everything is so expensive. But this is my generation. And I'm shocked because I thought that the current generation doesn't feel that way. But I have younger friends, younger friends, maybe that late 20s. And they say a lot of their friends, a lot of their classmates, schoolmates want to migrate out of Singapore. And it's like, the dream is still going strong. It's passed down from generation to generation. Okay, I used to have that dream.
But why
also.
people don't go? Yes, they dream,
Money.
but why?
Money. It's all about the money. And also we're Asians. So part of the reason why I stay in Singapore is
they say only, but they won't do it. Am I understand correctly? Or
it's not just,
it's just a dream. It's just say only.
Okay, I think it's a generation dream that's passed down. Like our parents say that Singapore is this, you should migrate overseas for a better life. Right? But a lot of people, this is not just about migration, it's about a lot of things that people say they want to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they want to run a business, they don't. A lot of people say they want to start a YouTube channel, they don't.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people say they want to whatever, they don't.
Yeah.
So it's the same. And I think a lot of people don't really think about why I want to migrate overseas. They are like, because the life is better there, it will be less stress, blah, blah, blah. And so that's the dream. But today we are going to talk about why
my
you
dream
should
is
not
to stay here with my daughter. So yes.
and get a citizenship.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers
But as
crossed.
a Singaporean, today we're going to talk about she's struggling to be here. She wants to fight to be here.
And Singaporean want to leave. I don't know why.
But
why
as a Singaporean, I do not want to migrate out of Singapore. And that is after I've traveled. For those of you guys who want to migrate out of Singapore, I would suggest
travel first.
Go travel, and if you have the opportunity, stay in the country for a while that you want to migrate to. You experience life as a citizen there, not as a tourist. The experience is different. But of course, there are some people that would like to migrate because Singapore, these are the top few reasons. Singapore is too expensive to stay in.
Okay.
That one is quite true. Singapore is expensive to stay in. That one I agree. Singapore is boring. There is nothing to do in Singapore. Okay. Singapore is stressful because everybody is fighting for money, for cars, for buy branded things, for drink bubble tea every day, for drink Starbucks and Coffee Bean every day, expensive coffee every day. Then weekends go out and spend many money on the good restaurants, cocktails and things like that. So this is the top few reasons why. And
so because it's the consumer mindset make people feel here is not
stressful
enough, so they have to go somewhere
plus
else.
You don't need to get a house. It's expensive. Car is expensive.
But when you go travel overseas, right, you want to have everything convenient like here. Australia 5 p.m. you need to go home and make your own dinner, right? And
the only place that's open is pubs.
And the pub is so boring.
The pub is very boring. It's just wooden.
Yeah, so I'm travel, and I would say every country will have a price you have to pay
to stay there.
Yes. The country that you go and say, oh my God, it's so cheap, because you're only there for a few days. But when talking about you're going to deal with paperwork,
You need to get a house.
You get a house, the paper, the security,
You
the
need to find
safety,
work.
the insurance, the company, the place for your children to play, the food
Okay.
that you trust, that they do all the check for you, the quality that before you swallow in your throat, you know.
Okay.
And
Let's structure our today's episode. Let's structure it. Okay.
yeah,
First, we will hear from the Singaporean why I do not want to migrate out of Singapore anymore.
mm,
Then we'll hear from the Vietnamese who why she want to stay here. And then after that, we will hear from somebody who is the richest man in the whole world why you should not migrate out of Singapore. Okay, so for me, Singaporean, I traveled because I was a cabin crew last time. I traveled to a lot of different countries, and I realized that if I am in a westernized country, I get racism. And this is just as a tourist, by the
yes,
way.
I have the same thing.
Okay, so imagine if you
When
stay
I
there every
travel.
day. Okay, I don't feel safe. Okay, and secondly, I realized that I don't feel safe. Yes, so Singapore is a very very safe place. Okay, and even you can you can wear your sports bra and your workout attire in the middle of the night, and the chances of something happening to you is very low. If you wear that same attire in the middle of the night somewhere else, the chances of something happening to you is very very high. Okay, so racism, safety, and the third thing is education. I realize that a lot of countries where the things are very cheap, usually the education is not that great. This is my own experience.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have been to Chinese speaking countries before. I don't feel like I belong there, even if I speak Chinese. And yeah, so in the end, after going to all this, I've been to China, I've been to Vietnam, I've been to Japan, been to Korea, I have been to Australia. Never felt that I want to migrate there anymore after I visited those places. Those places are great, don't get me wrong. It's just that I think Singapore is actually a very
Like you
very
can be there for a short tour but not stay
yeah
there.
yeah because I feel like Singapore, right, a lot of people they think that other places are better. The grass is always looks greener on the other side. Then you go to the other side, you realize it's the same grass. And I realized so after traveling to all these different countries, I realized I would rather just stay in Singapore. I'm not a patriotic person. I'm not like a Singapore, I love you, let's go, I love Singapore, die for Singapore. I'm not somebody like that. But Singapore is really a very good place to live, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we will hear why it's a good place to live from somebody who came from not so great place to live.
Well, I think first is because I have a kid, and
Education.
we all been kid before, right? Even you grow in different environment and different location, and if you born in a country that the government take care of you and the children, great for you. I'm happy for you, and I think that's something that you very blessed to have. I come from a country that they don't take care of children.
They don't
So
take care of anybody.
yeah, so I come from Vietnam, right? And nothing look down about that. You know, I love my Vietnamese people as much as where I come from, no doubt, have a good. But I have to say, if the condition of when you have a child and you want the best for your children, it sounds can be a selfish thing, but at the same time, that if you ask all parents on earth, they will answer you the same thing, that they want the best for their children, right? And right now I living here because first my daughter is Singaporean and she have full education as a Singaporean kid. So you know, parent, you arrange your life around the children life, right, until they adult, and then now you can plan your life again. But I commit until she 21. I think here is where I have to support her. And over the years when I stay here, of course the first few years for you to learn the culture and all that quite frustrated, especially you don't come from a background with educated, right? So when you come here you have to start learn the rule, the regular, the structure,
The language even.
the language and how the system here work. It take me 3 years to adapt and get used to it, and I'm live here now almost 11 years, right? And over here, you know, like call me where the heart is, and I think it's very true. First of all, the heart I'm talking about here is my daughter, but more than that, now I have friend, you know, like Denise. I have other friend in Singapore that be with me for many years that I don't even imagine how do I live without them right now, because we will go through things together, we build business together, we make it successful together. We also have a difficulty, have a downtime when you don't have money, when COVID hit, and we sit together as a friend, and I call them more than friend, is my family. And I think that's something that I could never ask for more. And I think every country will have, like just now earlier on I said, I shared a statement that every country will have the price for you to stay there. If you say Singapore expensive, let's break down the cost of being cheap, right? Like, you know how much it costs for you to done certain paper in different country. I'm serious about that, because if you're going to move to some country, you need to learn about that. How do you going to do the phone bill, the electrician bill,
how to
the
buy a
water
house,
bill, how to buy a house, how long you can own it,
yeah,
and then job, and then paper if you're not a local person there.
and traveling,
How about your kid? What
transport,
school they can learn, like transportation, healthcare, education,
or
and
healthcare education.
and then food. Like if you come from a country that eat a lot of spice, and you go to the country that eat plain food, you know. And then about weather, like can you deal with like super cold weather when you're growing up with super hot weather? Yeah, you can adapt, but I'm very sure I don't want to live in cold country. I'm traveling cold country in Europe and all that, and I'm very sure I enjoy you guys for 1 week, and more than that, I don't think my body can take it. I think it's like the cold is start
It
go to
goes
your
into a
bone.
bone. Yes, correct.
That's when you know, like, okay, I think I don't belong there, because the cold is not for me. Nothing wrong with your country, but my body cannot take it, and nothing wrong with my body as well, because I grow in the environment that. So Singapore was close enough weather with my country, and I have to book the number one priority why want to stay here and I love to stay here is the education
and healthcare.
Yeah,
Because you have a kid.
yeah. Singapore give me a very good chance and opportunity to learn things. A lot of classes, event, and the government very support through education. And even I'm foreigner, right? Yeah, I can don't have to. I still have to pay for things that I learn, but I will book in the way of even I'm paying. I'm happy because why? First of all, you can learn something new quick. You can have to apply. You have the system around you that people also use the same thing you learn and then apply. And then especially for business owner like me, the tax here is great. The way of government run the system of the business, the structure, the transparency,
less corruption.
Yeah, it's
minimal.
It's make my life of entrepreneur
so easy.
much easier.
Everything just online. Click, click, click.
Yeah, and why I'm saying that, because I have business both country, right? And I have to deal with paperwork still manually, still side
So you have to
papers.
bring the paper down.
Yes, and then you still have to go down and you have to queue and you have to talk.
Queue?
Yes, you have to queue for 3-4 hours. It's normal. So
Oh, it's like very old, very old time when Singapore, when you collect your IC and passport, you queue for 3 hours. That
yes,
time.
yes. So people don't appreciate what they have here. You have to try to fly any Southeast Asian country nearby. At the moment you landed, you enter Singapore so fast, right? You go there, you take few hours to queue, and then you will start understand what I'm saying, right? Like I say, it's nothing wrong with
It
that
starts
country
from the
either.
immigration.
It's just it's just the need of you is different when you're young. Like for me right now, I want
stability,
and also I'm in the age of still fast grow. You see, I will feel of like people slow down my time is something that I'm
you.
frustrated,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So
I agree.
and when you run business, you will know how important time is.
Speed.
Because every month at the day that you have to pay salary for people, that's a stressful day for you, right? How much per day you can make money out of it, but and not dragging you down your energy and your time to run business, and the stress of run business already stressed over employee and come to deal paperwork, right? Which is no for me. So yeah, that's why I love I love here, and I love the system. It work, and it worked well for me, and I don't know. You know, like I still walk out every day, and yes, I agree with Denise. I still hear a lot of uncle and auntie or even other Singaporean complain, but I never feel frustrated about their complaining.
Mm.
I also don't feel like
Maybe they just haven't had the chance to really
blame them for
experience
something. Like I will
outside.
tell you this morning when I go and bought the meat
Mm.
for cook soup for
Mm.
us, right? And you know at the NTUC you kill to buy the pork,
Yeah,
right?
the
And
fresh one.
you want the fresh one, you kill. If not, you just buy the box. It's ready
Frozen.
chopped. But I want fresh one because I want to cook for Denise today. And for me, food is something that I'm treasure. I when I cooking, I make sure everything I buy have to be my standard, right? And when I step there, the lady and me arrive at the same time.
Mm-mm.
But actually, I'm arrived first, but I don't know that you should click the bell because nobody there.
Mm-mm.
So she will walk there and she give me the eyes like why you don't click the bell like that, and she start bang 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 bang, bang the bell, and then the person walk out, which is
Or from outside, from inside, because they're
yeah,
chopping the meat inside.
yes, and then she go out and she pregnant, and she a different race with this lady who was Chinese, right?
Mm-mm.
And she was like give a eyes and a look and like the annoying like how do you know what to take the pork and all that, and she like take me this one, take me this one, and I take a deep breath. I'm like, it's horrible for me to witness that, and I cannot protect the mom who pregnant right now, work very hard to take care of her, and I
Child.
know this lady is just be entitled to herself, right? And she picked this, she picked that, she take forever, she take it up, she book it down, she say I don't want that, can you change another one, like for one piece of meat she asked the lady to take the whole big box and just one by one, right? And the queue is just getting longer and longer, and the more she tried to look at me, it's like, why you don't annoying, like why you still can smile and look at her with like it's okay, I can wait, that's kind of look. And then finally we got one Chinese lady out, and she starts speak Chinese with this girl, and she don't allow another girl serve her anymore, even the girl do nothing wrong, it's just she don't eat pork doesn't mean
Cannot handle it.
you cannot handle you, or even you think that
But she may not be that. She may not be that religion, ma. Even if her race is.
this lady now is all about she want the best meat for her family. I get it.
Please lah, you
But
put
her
inside the. If it's me
but
as
her
Singaporean,
ca-
I should say one.
but her character is like
Are you like
the
down?
energy. She was, oh
I
my
will.
god, she
Yeah,
just all,
I will be like, are
and
you done?
she just left and right. She tried to make the whole station is like for her or something. And I still take a deep breath. I tell myself like universe will all give you a test of. And then when that Chinese lady had to handle her alone, that's when the
Yeah,
lady
yeah,
that been
yeah, yeah, yeah.
rejected served me. I said thank you very much, and the rest of everybody behind me look at me with like like I'm very nice, right?
You
And
have,
I
yeah.
always be nice and kind to people. I feel like even they work in the supermarket, but they do nothing wrong, they
They are
make a
serving.
living.
They're making your life easy.
Yeah, so I say it's still every day I still witness a group of people who entitled, but I still meet a group of people who are kind,
Who
right?
restores your faith in humanity?
Yes. So you just
Seriously, I
have
tell
to
you, Singaporeans.
you
Sometimes.
just have to like take a deep breath and be grateful. I think a grateful is something that's so hard. So I live here up to now, and I call Singapore my home, right? I don't even think something else out of it, right? And the way of how they handle things and the fairness and a lot of things I'm struggle I go through when I go to like I deal with lawyer, even I go in front of my divorce, I still remember everybody's still very fair to me, even I'm a foreigner,
It's just fair. It's just facts.
Yeah, it's just fair, and if you are do wrong,
You are
doesn't
wrong.
matter where you come from, you're wrong, right? But if you are doing right, you still have people that just it, like still. Oh my god, talk about that. I feel like I'm so blessed to meet all these people, but also same like you have to be kind first. So, and then also why I want to do this topic because I've been always share with Denise a lot of things because I'm a business woman, so I'm boring as hell, right? I share with her business stuff. I know it's not something she interests,
No, I interest.
but it's something I'm very interested.
I interest.
I'm the woman with big vision and big picture. I can see things beyond it's just the surface. Like for example, we're talking a lot right now about business. I tell her about the direction it's grow and why it's grow and what the big guy invest in, and We just watched the video about Bill Gates talk about why he invests in Singapore,
Yes,
right?
now Bill Gates is investing in Singapore. Okay, don't take it from us, maybe because you think we nobody, right? But Bill Gates is one of the he is the richest man in the world. And you think about it this way: if the richest man in the world is investing in Singapore, what does it mean?
Yeah,
Right? And he will not be the first.
yeah.
And he is not the first. That means there will be consistently many people that will come to Singapore and invest in Singapore. And let's just put it this way: if somebody who is so rich and so successful wants to invest in Singapore, that means Singapore has something to offer, that they feel safe, that they are going to put billions of dollars, not millions, billions of dollars into Singapore,
Yeah.
and trust that Singapore is the place where they can
Growth and money and
grow,
success.
yes, and profit out of it.
And I
right?
think I will book at Bill Gates' view. I'm not his level, but I will speak on
as a businesswoman,
right? When you hit certain number, money is not a problem anymore.
Mm.
Now Bill Gates' problem is different with your problem. Okay, your problem is you don't have enough money. His problem is he have too much money that he need to do something with his money, and he need to invest the money in the age of the years he's still alive on earth. He makes sure that money is
useful.
wisely useful
Yes,
when
correct.
investment. So you have to be think very carefully which country to invest, which land to build. Just book it is this way. If you're going to pump money to the country, and early on this video I share with you about time. Time is very important for business people or people who are ambitious, right? If you pump money in the country, that's going to cost him 30 years to even build the manufacturing, build the machine, hire a talent, train the talent, run everything that he needs to preparing for the.
He may die by then already.
That's
30
exactly my
30
point.
years, he
That's
doesn't have
exactly
the
my
time.
point. Why do he choose Singapore more? You have to think like people that no longer live. I'm not saying he will die tomorrow, but I'm just saying if today you're 30 years old, it's a different story. But he not that age anymore. He in the age of he have everything, right? He the top of the guy who own the most money on earth, right? He died, he cannot bring his money. So what do he do with his money? He cannot just leave the money and let other people decide. And even that right now, he very wisely decide that why he want to develop technology that going to deal with the climate change, which is a topic that not many country even think about it because they're busy to survive day and night, right? Like, but for Bill Gates, he invests in the country who already can see that. Okay, I will book it more simple for you guys. So I come from a country similar weather like you guys, right? The heat, the dust you experience, the smoke, the burn, the hot, the traffic jam,
Smell.
the smell, the road, the dirty, everything. Think about how Singapore have to break that everything in detail about how do they make the road clean. Road, everything that you use daily.
Yeah, correct.
And
Make
then
the
how
road
do you deal with the heat of Singapore? Do you know they build? I'm not Singaporean. I will tell you. Do you know they build a house in Singapore based on the wind that going to go through all the block?
correct.
You know all that's like sign to learn.
Yes, correct.
Do you know they run all the piping and electrician underground? My country is all on the sky.
Hanging around.
Yeah, so you guys can see that is a normal thing
Hanging
here,
around, really.
but that is not a normal thing where I come from.
Oh yeah, everything is hidden.
This
here.
is beautiful for me.
Yes.
Where I come from, I don't have all that. So all this is affect a lot with people who are going to come, because people with big vision and we run business, we see in the big picture. We don't just see one thing like a single person live in that country. They only see one problem, which is their life. But as the investor, as a business, as the entrepreneur, we see the whole sum. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Like we have to see from the talent view, the country, the situation, the how safe it, how peaceful it is. Because you need a peaceful place to grow. We know that. Even you guys say Singapore is boring, for me it's the best. You don't want to have.
If you do business, boring is the best.
Yeah, you cannot. You don't want to like for me right now, right? So even talk about simple thing for breakdown for complexity thing, which is business to simple people. Do you want to live with a neighbor every day, throw rubbish to your house, pee in your house, like
Bang on the
smoke,
door.
bang on the door, on music very loud, or book a lot of plant in front of your house, or even shouting your house or whatsoever. Do you want to live with that neighbor every day? Every day. You don't want, right? How about you couldn't even sell the house because the next person come, they already know it, they don't want to buy your house. Now you stuck there with that neighbor. You think you can have energy to sleep? You think you can have energy to take care of your children? You think you have energy to go work? You think you have energy to cook, to invite your friend? You will come to the day that you go crazy, right? You go frustrated. You rather move out or move to different place, or you wish that your neighbor died. That's what I'm talking about. Not peaceful to live a life. So business, they looking for the same thing. They want to park business. They want to grow the business in the place that the neighbor not that crazy.
Not crazy at all. Very safe.
So that's what I'm explaining to you why he invests in Singapore, because people may think like, yeah, they have so much money, well, he will invest a lot of country.
But why not anywhere else? You see,
Yes.
that's the question. That means he, and I'm sure it's not just him that's making a decision. There is a huge group of people that is with him that after going through the finance, the economics, the speed, the efficiency, the safety of each country, they have decided on Singapore.
Yeah.
And he mentioned something about the education system, because he said that Singapore has a very good education system. To be frank, in Singapore, you know, a lot of places you go overseas university is better recognized than you go to a local university, right?
Yeah.
In Singapore, it's different.
Yeah.
You go to it's harder to get into a local university than to get into overseas university.
Yes.
So if you have a degree from the 2 local universities in Singapore, you consider the top.
Yeah.
Only usually those that cannot, then they go overseas.
Yeah.
For university. This is how the education system is like in Singapore. So he's saying that basically he invests in Singapore, he's also investing in the next generation, right?
Yes.
And the smart people of the next generation is here.
Yeah.
And that's why then you can teach them and incubate them, and like they have good ideas that they can put into practice when they grow older and enter the workforce.
Yeah.
So that is what he's looking at also, like what Anne says. It's a big picture. He's looking at the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, even until after he dies.
Yes.
Yes.
And if
so-
that's what people looking for, and you have to look at the move forward. So I like this sentence from one of my mentor as well, when he shared about like, if you are not a monster, or you are not a giant that you can walk by yourself, you have to see where all these big guys move.
Then you can just
And then
follow.
if you're so skeptical, you don't want to follow them, but also you can learn about the direction why they go,
Yes.
because every step they walk, right, is like it make a mark in the world. It's not like us, like an ant, right? We walk,
nobody knows.
nobody know where
Nobody
we
cares.
are, right? But the step they move, the money they move, and people say, right, where is the honey is, where is the bee come.
Yes.
If he going to be a fly over, why are you fly out? Oh my god.
Yeah, so don't take it from us, okay? And he's not the first one. I think, remember you shared with me before, there are some other large business like Nvidia.
Yes.
Nvidia also investing in Singapore.
Yes.
So you
And even
imagine,
Amazon.
yes, you imagine the Amazon, Nvidia, Bill Gates. So you imagine this.
You know, Biden is the big, it's very big company, right?
Yeah, Biden.
You know, the TikTok
ByteDance.
TikTok office is they put in the
their
middle of Raffles Place.
Headquarters is in
in Singapore.
Yes, and they just shifted not long ago.
Yeah.
They just shifted here not long ago.
Yeah, it's very short term because it's next to my building. So I tell you, at the moment they're moving, I'm like, what the hell?
Suddenly your property price go up, right? Suddenly, because you have all these overseas people coming to work.
Yes, that's
It
right.
goes up, the price goes up,
Yes.
right? Suddenly you'll be like, cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Okay, so what we're trying to say is why you don't migrate out of Singapore, because all the big guys is coming
Yeah.
here. And there's a reason why they are here. If they have groups of scientists, groups of specialists studying, and they decide to come to Singapore, why the F are you trying to move out to where?
Yeah.
To which countries are you moving out to? I don't know, maybe Singapore pace can be too fast.
Maybe I should open this called the trip to go charity with Anne, if you guys interested. You know? And I would love to introduce you another concept of, because I learn different with people here. I don't know, like my way of learning is I will bring you with
Experience.
me and let you experience, and I let you
Experiential.
taste a life of. And I don't do it in purpose of punish you or something. I just want to open your
show
eyes.
you. Yeah,
I want to
correct.
open your eyes, and I want to help you to see the world in a deep, like number 9 and number 6. Just talk about that, right? Right now you see it's number 9, but let me bring you to go to the other side to see it's also number 6. Right? Sometimes love have be created when you go through difficulty together.
We love you so much, so let's go through difficult times together.
I love my daughter more when she after sick and she vomit, And the test of limit is when midnight and my daughter vomit and I still clean for her and hug her and sleep and say I love you. So only crisis will prove the love more.
So let's go through some crisis together when we go for charity. And what else I wanted to say? Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also, if you're interested to go on this trip, lovely crisis trip with Anne,
No, say that
please.
to like make people more scared. So I think
lovely learning lesson. Put your comments down below if we have enough interest, and maybe we organize. Maybe.
well, no matter if you want to leave this country or you want to come here and stay, even you want to come here and stay, it's not easy. Okay, I'm here for 11 years and I tell you that
it's not easy. But there, okay, but
I don't complain. I'm just saying this country is difficult for a reason. They protect you guys. So as a Singaporean, please remember that your country take care of you very well. Okay,
that's true.
I just want to tell you that because I'm not Singaporean yet, right? Yet it means like sound like she's going to be Singaporean. So.
She hopes.
Yeah, my hope.
She hopes.
My hope and my wish.
Every night she go like that. Please, please. Please, tomorrow send me an email say I'm Singaporean.
I think it's more the frustrated of me and Ava travel together and they always ask who is this.
Oh yeah, maybe they think you're like the maid or like the whatever, right?
And she was like, yes. Tell me.
Perfectly true. Perfectly true.
How was
And
that
not
make
a
you
lie.
feel? How was that make you feel when everybody asks who are you?
I don't care. I don't care.
That's
They
very
always
good.
ask me that anyways. It's not
not new.
So every fly I go with Ava is a problem that they will ask me to explain who is this person to me.
My child.
I am her daughter.
Yeah, that's a very good. And I think that's how we will end today's stream.
Yeah.
They are mother and daughter, please. Okay, if you watch this, she's not being kidnapped or anything. Okay, she's very happy. She's very happy because somebody's paying for her
It's
stuff.
not like she kidnapped
All
me
the rings,
anyways.
all the bags, someone paying for
She
her.
has proof that
Okay,
she
we are done. All
gave
right.
birth to me.
We will see you guys at the next episode.
I am Amanda Swine.
I am Denise and that was Ava, Anne's daughter. Real one, come out from her down under. Okay. We will see you guys in the next episode. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Say bye.
Bye. Say bye, Ava.
Bye.
Share and subscribe. And we will see you guys at the next episode of Spice and Nice.
I am Amanda
And
Swine.
I'm Denise and Nice. Bye.